Forget everything you know about rich people doing crazy things, because none of them come close to Mad Jack Mytton. In the early 1800s, Jack inherited a fortune worth around 60 million pounds in today's money. Most people would have bought grand houses, collected expensive art, or lived a quiet life. Jack did the exact opposite. He rode a pet bear into dinner. He terrified his own friends for fun. He drank enough wine for several men every single day. And when he couldn't stop hiccuping, he actually set himself on fire. It sounds like fiction, but every part of this story really happened. Jack inherited his family's estate, host and all, when he was only 21 years old. He suddenly had more money than most people could dream of. But instead of protecting his fortune, he treated life like a one long adventure. Nothing was ever exciting enough. One evening, while guests were quietly talking inside his drawing room, Jack suddenly burst through the door riding his pet bear, Neil. Everyone froze. Then Jack kicked the bear to make her move faster. Neil was not impressed. She turned around and beat him hard on the leg. His guest panicked. Jack laughed. To him, it was another successful evening. Animals were only part of the entertainment. He once tried to jump a large gate with his horse and carriage. The carriage crashed. Another time, he dressed as a highway robber and chased his own friends along the road, pretending to rob them. He even tipped over his own carriage just because one of his passengers had never fallen out of one before. Danger wasn't something Jack avoided. It was something he actively looked for. Part of the reason was his drinking. Historical accounts say he regularly drank 6 to 8 bottles of port wine every day. That amount would leave most people unable to stand. For Jack, it was almost normal. Then came the moment that made him famous across Britain. In 1834, Jack developed a stubborn case of hiccups. Most people would have waited. Others might have tried a simple home remedy. Jack looked at a burning candle and decided there was a faster solution. He set fire to his own nightshirt. Within seconds, the flames spread across his body. His friends rushed into the room. They threw him to the floor and finally put out the fire. Jack suffered painful burns. But after everything was over, he calmly climbed back into bed and went to sleep. The following morning, he woke up smiling. His first words were simple: "The hiccups are gone." For Jack, the plan had worked. But his reckless lifestyle could not last forever. Year after year, he wasted the fortune he had inherited. His debts grew larger. His health became worse. Eventually, one of Britain's richest young gentlemen ended up in debtor's prison. In 1834, Mad Jack Mytton died at only 38 years old. He left behind one of the strangest stories in Britain history. A man who had everything, risked everything, and finally lost everything.